When I came on a tour here from the States when I was 17, I got to have an hour-long conversation with Evelyn Ficarra, and she showed me around the studios. And it was one of the first times that I had a really interesting musical conversation with someone, of her caliber. And she showed me the studios and the equipment, and it was just like this whole world of possibility had been opened for me. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I wanted to go to university, but when I came here, I was sure I wanted to come here. Over COVID, I developed pretty bad anxiety, and went to see this illegal punk show in San Francisco in the industrial park, and driving out of it, I almost crashed. And I thought it would be an interesting composition to chronicle that drive, like through San Francisco, almost crashing, and then into the wilderness of the Marin Headlands by the ocean, and see if I could like represent that with music. So I had to find a way to have all these disparate performances from Boston and San Francisco, because everyone had to go back to their own universities that wanted to perform the track, and even recording things in the meeting house here, and how to make that sound natural. That really made my project stand out and made it probably the coolest thing I've done as a musician and an audio engineer. Just by having this setback that then allowed me to think about something critically and then move into something that became really creative and exciting. And that was when things really got interesting, and why Sussex is so great, because as a research-based university, I was able to do research and find new exciting questions. I feel like going into university, I was asking a lot of questions, but they weren't necessarily that interesting or the right ones. And learning how to ask questions, I feel like, is the most exciting part of my degree.
So I come from like a piano background, so like theory is really like big on that. One of the later modules I had last semester was advanced composition, and that really engaged you into creating like complex ideas. For my final project, it was taking those complex ideas and reformatting them into a simple way to conform to normal popular music. I think that Sussex, the way the assessments are projected, it really reinforces what you really want to make. You're just working towards your goal. The assessment is like an additive to what you're already working, so it's really helpful.
Sometimes you would get something that you were very like comfortable with, like very good at, but then like sometimes like you could be like thrust outside of your comfort zone, and then like you have to deal with being outside of your comfort zone in like this assessed environment, forcing you to be creative. Having that variety in assignments, it meant that like you wouldn't feel out of place with all of them. Like there would be something that you could just like hold on to and like know that you're good at, but there would also be like a constant flow of assignments that just challenged you and like continued to challenge you so that you grew as a musician.
What ends up happening is at Sussex, they give you the resources and the time to really focus on what you really want to make. For me, it was making melodies and samples for producers in modern pop and hip hop.
You come out of your degree, you learn a lot, like those 3 years that you're in your degree, but like by the end of it, you realize how much you like still have to learn. After this degree, I'm going to go straight into a master's, because I know that I like want to keep learning. I want to get as much as I can.
I feel like just being in a city where you get to see live music if you want to every night of the week is really cool, and you get to see what everyone else is doing. It's really focused around uni students, so you get to see what your peers and people your own age are doing. The most exciting thing I think for me is just being close by London. By an hour and a half train, get to see some of the most exciting music in the world in one of the most exciting cities in the world, and still get to catch the train home and sleep in your small town by the sea.
Do apply yourself. Don't take stuff for granted. So you gotta find the niches of whatever subject you're doing, and find the little parts that you do enjoy and focalize on those points.